Hello, denizens. Former network executive reaction to the Weird Al Yankovic parody biopicture entitled Weird, starring Daniel Radcliffe. There will be spoilers, but I'm not going to be repeating the jokes from the movie. You have been warned. The first thing I have to mention is that this is a Roku picture. If you don't have a Roku account or device, you won't be able to see it. Now, I know J.K. Rowling hater Radcliffe has been spending his post-Harry Potter career performing in obscure movies to varying and good effect. I mean, he doesn't need the money, and he's having fun. But man, you've put a ton of effort into a movie that is showing only on Roku. Dude, it's not art if no one sees it. Now, I have a Roku device. It was collecting dust behind my TV because we switched to the Google TV giant flattened oval thingy, which we love. It's honestly the best of the streaming devices. But I wanted to see Weird because I love Al's comedy and I have a connection to Dr. Demento through my years as a member of the Frantics comedy troupe, which I've referenced here in the past. The Doctor was a huge fan of the Frantics and supported us, for which we were grateful. And we had the pleasure of meeting him. Our Boot to the Head sketch won Best Comedy Bit on his show 2 years running. And many of you have commented, "Oh my God, you're the guy from the Boot to the Head sketch." Yes, that's me. My only personal connection to Weird Al is that I saw him in a hallway in LA once. I dusted off the Roku on Friday and fired it up to watch Weird. Not the way to get the massive audience numbers one might hope for. But if Roku's goal was to get ex-Roku users to pull their devices out of the electronics recycling bin, then full marks to you. Yes, I always seem to have a preamble that people are annoyed with, but tough. So, on with the review. What about the movie? Weird is funny with many big laughs, but too long, and it wore out its welcome by the end, for me. That doesn't mean there's not a lot to recommend it, especially for Weird Al fans. It has a Kentucky Fried Movie quality with a dash of Woody Allen's Bananas. In fact, I would say that the Pablo Escobar sequence in Weird has a lot in common with Allen joining the rebels of San Marco sequence in Bananas. The other thing all three movies have in common is a scattershot approach to the comedy. Although Weird wins in the cameo contest with many fake cameos. There's Frank Zappa just standing around the pool doing nothing, Divine, a Pee Wee Herman impersonator, Conan O'Brien as Andy Warhol, of course, and many more, including Big Al. The thing that started to wear on me was an overuse of the juxtaposition of a comic revelation combined with an overly serious and dramatic reaction to it. Sure, lending gravitas to a silly moment was funny to begin with, but it just got too much, and I would have preferred to ditch the overlong reverential reactions and just get on with the jokes. The portrayal of Dr. Demento by Rainn Wilson was completely inaccurate. I know the Doctor, and he would never have said those things, God damn it. The movie starts with Al's childhood and abusive dad. Then it moves to him penning his first parody hit song, My Bologna, becoming hugely famous when suddenly Madonna shows up, becomes his girlfriend, and Al's career slowly spirals out of control in a booze and drug-induced cataclysm. The low point is a bloody machine gun confrontation with Pablo Escobar where he splits from Madonna. The movie ends with an award show where Madonna, who is now running the Colombian drug cartel, has Al killed. If anyone thought by that point in the movie, for whatever reason, that the movie was a real Weird Al Yankovic biopic, they might have picked up on the clue that Weird Al is still alive. I mean, as of the taping of this video. Hey, many people thought Smokey and the Bandit was a documentary. There's no point in dissecting the movie scene by scene as if it was the Battleship Potemkin by Eisenstein. Apart from the audacity of the fake biopic premise, the cleverest conceit was that Weird Al had written Eat It only to have Michael Jackson reverse parody him and turn it into his hit song, Beat It. That was a major gag that was never resolved, and it would have made sense to have Al confront Jackson and have it out. I'm certain the writers must have thought of that because it's so obvious, but couldn't get permission to poke fun at Jackson, or Al vetoed it. Who knows? If this gang did not, at the very least, come up with that gag idea, then I am ashamed of you. A Matrix-style kung fu fight scene between Al and Michael would have been way funnier than the Pablo Escobar rescue Madonna scene, mostly because I cared more about the Eat It controversy, and I didn't care about the Madonna stuff, even though I can see on paper that would have been funny.
We interrupt this review of Weird Al's biopic because I was dreaming about it last night. Yes, that's what I do, is dream about Weird Al Yankovic. Anyway, so it kind of dawned on me after I put the review to bed and uploaded it to YouTube that I was wondering whether Evan Rachel Wood's performance as Madonna might have been a disappointment to the producers and the director. She was okay, but I suddenly woke up in a cold sweat and thought, I wonder if they were aiming more towards a Melanie Griffith Something Wild kind of performance, because to be quite honest, she didn't really lift the movie. It was kind of just a weird, silly twist. But when you write a movie, you're hoping that the actors take it to another level and make your shitty dialogue funnier and better, which certainly, what's his name? Daniel Radcliffe. Yes, what's his name? Did. I mean, he pushed it to the max, but Wood, I thought kind of fell flat. I apologize for this interruption.
Anyway, if you're a Weird Al fan, then for sure you should dust off your Roku and watch it. It's more than funny enough. I can't be overly critical, honestly, as I've been through the same process, thought we had created something hilarious and it was just funny enough. You never know. But the most important thing is you should never stop trying, especially now when there is a bloody dearth of full-on silly stuff out there. It's as if Hollywood made comedy illegal. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.